So chat, it is currently June 10th, right? I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna stream today. I was gonna get y'all a little stream today, right? And you know what's crazy, bro? I was gonna wait to do this on a stream, but I don't know, bro. I'm low key liking this type of content where I just record, I talk, I post it, and do whatever. This, that, and the third. Y'all not making me e-walk on stream and shit. So that's besides the point. She makes a video. She's saying she's speaking her truth. You know, it's crazy, bro. Even though we heard the whole situation, we heard one side, bro. We gotta hear the other side, mud. Like that's just how I am. I'm not gonna lie. You gonna have to like do some crazy manipulation tactics. You might have to fucking hypnotize me. I'm not gonna lie. I seen text messages. I seen the receipts. I seen all like word. I'm not gonna lie. You gonna have to put on a masterclass performance for me to think otherwise. But you know what? Let's see what you got to say, bro.
Hello everyone, I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did, and I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around me. I know I've done wrong, I fucked up, and I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route, and I deeply regret it. But there's more to my story, and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me.
Oh, really?
Farm more hate and negativity towards my name.
Let's hear it.
And I would like to clear up a lot of things.
Let's hear it.
First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship, and I've been doing this for months.
Okay, that's crazy. That's
crazy. False, because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's
all I'm gonna say is, bro, if y'all seen that bucket list, I don't know if I care to edit it on the screen. If y'all see the bucket list, bro, is she saying that got shared to her? I don't know, mud. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some Inspector Gadget. I'm gonna have to see if the phone screen and the time and the battery percentage. I'm gonna have to do something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to become Inspector Gadget, cause that I'm not gonna lie. That bucket list that literally sent me over the edge, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. And okay, if somebody sent you that list, this is just me going off of what she said. She said she got sent like the little notes and shit, the list, the bucket list notes and shit, right? If somebody, I don't think somebody would send you that, right? Who would send you that? Okay. One, let's get things straight. You're not a dude, okay? So I don't know how the fuck you gonna nut on somebody's face. Look, I don't know, my nigga. Listen, okay, word. Number two, if let's say for whatever reason a guy sent you that. You know, I'm not even gonna get too much. It's just like I don't know, bro. It's like okay. The whole thing of them saying like she was cheating all throughout the relationship. Okay, that's one thing. Like okay, I could, you know, I don't really believe that. I don't really believe that because you know at some point you gotta have like a little stability in a relationship before shit go downhill. Let's keep it a whole stack thousand. It's always like that, bro. Everything seems cool, calm, and collected unless you start off on a fucking rocky foundation. But besides that, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. You definitely made that list. I feel like you made that list. I'm sorry. I just like I don't know. Bro literally had the screenshots. I'm like I said, I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna look at the picture, see the phone, the width, the diameter, the same screen protector, same crack. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know, bro.
important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone, and I still have a great relationship with my mother.
I want to see. Do we get timestamps? Okay, you know, okay. Well, one W Madre, okay. That saying that they got like that she got disowned from her peoples. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really know what was going on with that either. Like, hey, they could just say one thing, but I don't know.
This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about a stream that my ex was on where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality,
let me hear about that.
The first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic.
I would often discuss his toxic behavior to wait. I would often discuss his toxic behavior towards me in my live streams. Cause you know what's crazy? I do be seeing like little clips of her ranting on TikTok. Like it's like old shit. So it's like, is that what she's talking about? Like then again, I'm not gonna lie. I always seen her. I never watched her streams. I think the only time I sat down and watched like content from her is when she did the little collaboration with your Rage, Mario, all the. That was the only time I seen her on stream. I always seen her like she had a very distinguishable face. Like if you see her, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's such and such. Like you feel me? Especially if you're a content creator, like if you just posting shit, you end up networking with somebody or you post some shit, you end up seeing some shit. But besides that, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know too much about Shawty's content. I didn't even know they had a couple page. I ain't know about all that. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't know about all that.
I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it. The next thing I want to address.
Now here's where we have a problem. Now here's where we have a fucking problem, bro. Here's where we got a fucking problem. She's saying it was his idea. He's saying it was her idea. So who the fuck idea was it? Here's what we not about to do, bro. We not about to play no he said, she said, bro. Who actually started this shit, bro? Like, I don't know. Unless bro gonna make a remix talking about what the fuck happened, he's gonna like clear the air with some shit. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know if he will or if he won't. I'm not gonna lie. Like, after he posted that video, I'm not gonna lie. His views been going up. He been getting more eyes on him. This, that, and the third. If he start doing content, just like try to push everything off and just try to focus it on himself, then that's one thing. But now it's like, okay, I thought I had heard everything. Right? He told his side. She disappeared off the face of the internet. Boom. I thought that was it. Now she's saying that it was his idea. Who the fuck is lying here, bro?
Is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly.
Facts.
While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clicks and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel.
Who made
it was brought to my attention
that
the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex.
Oh. You know, it's crazy because I did see a video about Snowcone talking about this whole situation. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say who's right and who's wrong. I mean, like, as we can see, we see she right there. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's the house. Let me. I think that's a record. I think that's a vacuum. TV on the wall. Yeah, I don't think they got those in the psych ward. I ain't gonna lie. If you was just going off of the plain wall and white tee, I was about to be like, yeah, they definitely got you. But that's crazy. And I don't know if this is true, but even on TikTok, they was labeling that Snowcone and her were best friends. I hope they were like cool, like they were good friends, like they were friends. Damn, I don't even say like that, because if you have a friend lying on your name like that to that degree online, I'm not gonna lie, you can't even consider them a friend. If they're a good friend, then that shit just hurts even more, bro. But if they're best friends, that's fucked.
I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself or anybody else. I want to say to Snow Cone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong,
so she actually went?
Mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship.
Fuck.
When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew.
Yeah, you had no good foundation, Mud.
He was my first everything, and I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex is never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to. He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point. My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried, and he would gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, but at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth,
speak your piece,
my story, whether you want to believe it or not.
Go ahead, speak your piece.
There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me. And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cause don't put your hand up like that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. Look, I know we going through like this whole situation is crazy. But I thought you was dead by the show. The inside of your shit just like bleed. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god. Yo, I got scared. Yo. Bro, oh my god. I'm not even live, but I got scared, bro. What the fuck? Oh, okay. I don't want to see that.
After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change, to no avail, I left.
Damn, see, I hate fucking reading, bro. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, man, I passed out last night. Can give me a brief overview? Okay. I'm gonna just read this shit. Like, I'm gonna pause this. Wait. Let me for the people that want to read, I'm gonna deactivate my camera right quick. If y'all want to read this, go ahead. I'm gonna skim read this shit and see if this shit is worth reading out loud, bro. These probably some valuable information, but I'm just not. I'm
Here's
not
proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues.
Oh shit.
And admitting to the abuse that led to the fallout of our relationship.
Damn. Hold on.
Here's proof of my ex.
Okay. This is okay. I hope you rot in hell. I've been in hell for these past 11 days. I've been experiencing hell on earth. Nigga said good. Oh. Okay.
Ex admitting to his anger issue.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not reading the Bible, nigga.
Admitting to the abuse.
I'm not reading the Bible, bro. I'm gonna put this shit on screen.
That led to the fallout of our relationship.
I'm gonna just put this shit on screen. I should read this shit. But it's not like I'm picking a fucking side. I'm not gonna lie. It's just like, yo, y'all talk about y'all business, we discuss it, and then we just go on about our day.
I still have the letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his abuse and confessed to the wrongdoings that he put me through in our relationship.
Oh my goodness.
I also have a screenshot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings, and he made it for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to
should I move my camera
in order to showcase the video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it.
File not found.
My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his shortcomings. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However, I don't appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice. And I don't believe a relationship should just be reduced to a list of expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all of these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2025. And
never take your ex back.
Of that year,
chat,
after
if there's one thing, listen, I don't know where the fuck all this content goes. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know where this content goes. I don't know who sees it, who need to hear it, whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna lie. Do not take an ex back unless you know for 100%, 1,000%, nigga, not 100,000%, not even a fucking enough, bro. You gotta know whatever fiber in your fucking body that the person you're gonna get back with is either gonna change. They're actually gonna fix shit, not saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna work on myself, this, that, that. No, them niggas actually have to, like, word, I'm not gonna lie. That should be the only time you get back with an ex. That should be the only time you get back with an ex. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro, if you end up getting back with an ex and then they don't end up changing, you're literally putting yourself back in that whole cycle. And you're literally prolonging the fact that you moving on and getting over shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, all this shit, like, I'm not gonna lie, all this shit right here could have been stopped if niggas didn't get back together. Really think about it, bro. Really think about it. Really think about it. If they broke up and left it at that the first time, shit would have been done. Shit would have been done. But nah, now shit got to this point, and then, word, you feel me? I mean, it's not justifying, like, anybody, like, any side. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not picking any side in this shit. I'm not gonna lie. As content creators, bro, we literally just react to this shit, and then that's it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We say our ones and twos, and then that's it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not in nobody's fucking corner in this shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I did sympathize with the nigga the one time, because I'm not gonna lie, that's just a crazy situation. But that's not me picking his side. I was just like, yo, damn, bro. This was me, nigga. I'll throw the fuck up every day for the rest of my life, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Facts.
Leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video I recorded after leaving my ex.
Like, I just don't know what I'm doing anymore, but, like, I feel like...
Wait, are you in the airplane crying, mate? Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, I know this shit don't mean shit to somebody or some people. Yeah, I was probably just only here for the video. Bro, I literally took a trip to go see one of my exes, right? This was around the time we were dating. Nigga, I went there, I went through their phone, I found out they were cheating. Nigga, I took the bus back. Like, I took the bus back, right, at the end of the trip, right? I took the bus back. And I'm just sitting on the bus. And keep in mind, it's dark. So if it's dark on the bus, everybody think it's time to go to sleep and shit. So all the lights is off. Everybody's just quiet. I'm literally sitting in the back of the bus, just looking forward, just like this. Nigga, I'm staring into darkness, my nigga. It's like, I wanted to cry, but at the same time, it's like, yo, what the fuck is crying gonna solve, my nigga? So I deadass was just sitting in the bus. Like, you know, like how the bus be like, the bus just be moving and twerking and shit. I'm just like, with the straightest face. Like, I swear to God, like, that shit broke me. Crying in public, yeah. Not gonna lie, crying in public, you got that, bro. I will put up the craziest poker face, nigga. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like I'm losing my mind, though. And, like, I just need to listen and get help from other people in my life, or maybe therapy. Like, I think like a lot of stuff has been going on like in my life. Like I need to stop pretending that I'm sorry, this is so like non-descriptive, but I just kind of want to pour everything out because I'm at a breaking point in my life right now. But it's not your problem at all.
I sent this video to a friend.
But
I ain't gonna lie.
yeah,
I would have got off this flight or wherever the fuck she at, nigga. I would have went home, nigga. I would have made a whole video just like ranting on. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Did she do one of those? I know she said she made a video about ranting about like the situation with dude, but no.
I need to listen and grow and do better.
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything I did and I wish I could take it all back. I never wanted to hurt anybody and I understand how badly I messed up. The only thing I can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression. It's a battle that I've been unknowingly fighting for the past 2 years. I was in denial and blamed it on a lot of other things in my life without fully understanding myself. Mental health is so stigmatized to where a lot of people, including me, do not get the help that they need when they need it, and it can often lead to self-destruction. Throughout the past few weeks, I've attempted to take my life multiple times, and the only reason I'm here right now is because I failed. During this fight, I stopped eating, I stopped sleeping, and I struggled to take care of my well-being. I felt helpless, and every day I would struggle with finding a reason to continue to live. I often felt like the world would be a better place without me. The suicide facility that I was admitted to was an abrasive environment that only made me regress more. In my time there, I met a lot of people that were in worse positions than me, and I learned a lot about the unfair and inhumane treatment that these people receive. And from my experience there and my own personal journey, I've been very motivated to advocate for better resources and more attention given to these people to assist them in getting the proper help that they need. I understand that my actions have consequences, and I also understand how the internet works. So I knew the hate was inevitable, and I have no problem with facing that. However, I do want to remind you guys that I am still a human being, and I don't think anyone deserves the immense cyberbullying and the non-stop death threats that I've received in the past few days. I do believe that bringing all of this to the internet and the way my ex did was completely wrong and invasive. It felt like a breach in our privacy. I know a lot of people don't believe I deserve the platform that I have and don't think I should come back to the internet at all. I understand. What I did is undoable, it's terrible, and I can't tell you enough how much I regret it. However, I do want to come back. I do want to be able to use my platform to raise awareness for mental health because I know there's a lot of people out there who are just like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it. I will be back to streaming, and I will be back to doing what I love. Because at the end of the day, I want to use my platform to help people. And I do believe after I get stronger and I get help, I can do that. To my community and to all my supporters, I'm so sorry I let you guys down. I'm so sorry I disappointed you guys. And if you are still here to support me, thank you. If not, that's okay too. Thank you for your time, and thank you for listening to my truth and my story. This is my experience and the things that I went through in my relationship and in the past 2.5 years of my life.
Damn, and then we immediately get a crazy ass video saying pure evil. Yeah. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't even know really what to say, like, to the whole shit, bro. It's like, of course, she try to clear up the air on some stuff, because I'm not gonna lie, that is true. Like, if you already see somebody's, like, for example, like, he came out with the statement talking about yeah, she cheated on me with her cousin, this, that, and the third, and then you just see everybody start, like, dog piling on top of her, throwing shit. The whole shit was snow cone. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. So she said that she got put into. I don't know. I gotta probably like read that shit back. I don't know if I heard that shit wrong, but I remember she said Snow Cone said that she was like in a little suicide facility, like the little whatever this shit is called. I'm fucking blanking right now. I don't remember that shit. But she said that wasn't true, and then she said she wasn't that. So I don't know if she said like she was admitted or like something happened. I don't know. I don't. Oh my god, and it's sad to see, bro, because it's like, yo, content creators, like, and especially this is like, I ain't gonna say too much. I ain't gonna fuck all that. Fuck all that. Damn, bro, but like, still, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If she actually is gonna come back to streaming, she needs to like, well, she already knows because she already said in the video, but people are still gonna be on her ass regardless, and it's like, you already can like. When you in that little position, like when you up there a little bit, you already gonna have people hating on you, be like, yo, this person doing this, that, and the third. They doing too much. They doing this, that, and the third. But if you actually give them a reason to hate you, it's just gonna like attract more of those people, and it's just gonna make the shit like worse than what it is. But hey, hopefully hey, look, I share the same dream of content creation as she do, so I hope she do make a little bounce back if she do decide to do her content. She says she gonna like try to prioritize her content to helping people. I don't know if that would been her mission since the jump, like when she first started streaming, or she just did it because, or whatever the case may be. But we'll see. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we hear that a lot, bro. I feel like we hear that a lot. Like, yeah, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna try to work on helping people. This, that, and the third. It's like, I don't know. Look, hey, actions speak louder than the words. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Hopefully, word, but. Fuck.